Let me ask you something. What happens when this child grows up without a father, without guidance, without someone to consistently teaching them who they are, what they're capable of, and how to make decisions that protect their future? Well, sometimes somebody else becomes their guide. The streets, the wrong friends, the pressure to prove yourself, the belief that violence is strength. And sometimes the consequences will follow a family for generations. I know that because this is personal to me. My brother died in 2017, about 10 years ago. His life was connected to gang violence. I lost 2 cousins. Also, they aren't just numbers. These are people. They had families. They had memories. They had potential. But truth is, their absence changed a lot of people's lives. I'm not sharing this to glorify the streets. I'm not sharing this to make violence sound powerful. I'm sharing this because too many families know this pain. There are too many families that have felt this pain. There are too many people growing up consistently without guidance. And when guidance is missing, people can start following whoever makes them feel accepted, if you know what I mean. So, or protected, or respected, or powerful. I understand that because I also grew up trying to find direction, and I eventually had to direct myself. But here's the truth I had to learn, and this will really hit home. A difficult upbringing may explain why we struggle, but it cannot become the reason we stop taking responsibility for where we go next. We can't choose the family we was born into. You can't choose to change every loss. You cannot go back and rewrite your childhood, but we can decide to do something with the knowledge or the lesson that we learned. We can become the guidance we needed. We can become the mentor we wish we had spoken. We can become the mentor we wish had spoken to us. We can become the person who notices when somebody is losing direction and help them get back on Keltner channel, on track. We can stop treating people like they're disposable because they're not. It's only one of you and one of me. And when we give them the truth, the real structure and the accountability, and someone willing to believe in them that they can change, that's what they need, and things will start changing. So I believe our communities become stronger when we stop waiting for one person to fix everything. Change cannot only come from the government. Change cannot only come from the schools. Change cannot only come from the police. Change cannot only come from parents. Every person has a role. Every parent, every teacher, every coach, every business owner, the worker, the older brother, the neighbor, the person who survived and learned from it. We all have knowledge that can help somebody avoid a mistake. But knowledge only helps when we share it. So that's why I want Built on Truth to become more than just videos. I want it to become a community where people can come together and have real conversations, where people can speak their truths and learn real foundation and principles. We can have real conversations about violence, fatherhood, guidance, discipline, mental strength, the education, the business, the family, and we can create better opportunities for the next generation. I want us to build community circles, spaces where we can come together, tell the truth about what's happening, listen to one another, and most of all, create practical ideas to improve our community and to leave long-lasting legacies and not just talk. So we're gonna take action. One mentor, one family, one young person, one elder, one neighbor, one solution at a time. I can't bring my brother back, I can't bring my cousin back, understand? But I can decide to let their lives push me towards my purpose. And all my passion and all my pain, I channel it towards my purpose. Instead of leaving me trapped in pain, I channel it towards my purpose. Maybe you have lost somebody too. Maybe you lost an auntie, an uncle, a grandma, a brother, a sister, a cousin, an uncle, a brother. Maybe you grew up without guidance. Maybe you made mistakes because nobody taught you another way and how to do right. But the point is, your story is not useless. Your experience may be a guide to someone else who needs it. All you have to do is share your message. So I want you to ask yourself, what's one lesson you learned the hard way that could actually help somebody? Because I directed myself and I learned a lot of things the hard way on my own. All you gotta do is put it in the comments. But it's not to judge, it ain't to argue with anybody. It's to build. You doing all of this to build a foundation. Every honest lesson could help another person make a different decision. Think about that. It's not about blaming the past. This is about taking responsibility for the future. The cycle may have reached us, but it doesn't have to continue through us. You got it? The cycle may have reached us, but it doesn't have to continue through us. All right? My name's Keontae. This is Built on Truth, and together we can become stronger and be the guiders we once needed together. So I had to get that one out. Y'all just keep building one truth at a time. I've been working. It's more content on the way. I appreciate all the love and support, the subscribers.